Hello guys, hello internet rather, that's what I say, isn't it? Welcome to, welcome to another Pokemon Showdown, where I'll be playing some teams and whatever, you know, doing Pokemon. In the future, I will have some more Wi-Fi battles. I've got my NPA game from week 1 coming up, which was extremely painful, but you'll get to see what happened in it. You'll be able to cast your own judgments, if you like, but it was another game that reminded me why I probably shouldn't be playing Pokemon. But here I am, again, playing Pokemon with the same team, on my ult, obviously, which is, you know, it's got a reasonable rating. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? So these games shouldn't be bad, hopefully, fingers crossed. This team looks quite standard, it looks quite threatening, so let's throw some Pokemon out and try and beat it, as is the way with Pokemon. So, okay, he's got his Amoonguss and Rotom, which is a bit of a problem for this team, so maybe I need my Amoonguss here. See, he's got his Mamoswine. Mamoswine is always such a threatening Pokemon, but no one seems to really use it too much. It is a good Pokemon. I think it is a little bit underrated. Obviously, it did win Worlds last year, so maybe it's not that underrated. But you know, looking at these four, maybe he's liked the look of my team and wanted to try some things out. But let's stop talking and play some Pokemon. So let's put out my... See, this is tricky. Let's go with my... Help, guys, I'm stuck. I am going to... Okay, let's just throw what I'm used to out. But I will use my Amoonguss here. Will I? Will I use Amoonguss? Is that a good idea to use Amoonguss? I don't know. Help. Let's see how this works out. Because I'm not bringing Talonflame, which I do need for his Amoonguss. And so this is already quite bad. He's basically got a free Dragon Dance up here. Yeah, let's see how this goes. It's not the worst position I could be in, but I could be in better positions. I'm sure this guy knows I've got goggles as well. People tend to know what I have on this team now, which is fair enough. I have posted about it. I did win that big tournament with it, or maybe he doesn't because he uses Protect. So this is exactly what Mr. Bopper did in my thingy game, invitational game. Yeah, he should have seen the goggles there, but I'm gonna play like he didn't, and you know, this could be a bit of a repeat of the invitational game, but let's see how this goes. He might withdraw his Tyranitar here. That would be the smart thing to do. This +6 play rough should knock his Amoonguss out if it hits. Okay, so yeah. So what I was saying about him knowing what my Raichu's holding, yeah. Okay, well, he seems to be impressed with it in the chat, so sorry guys, it's a bad game to start off with. Okay. Throw your next Pokemon out then, or forfeit for me. Please forfeit so we can get into the next game. It's Talonflame. Okay, so obvious move is Brave Bird my Azumarill. Is he gonna Brave Bird my Azumarill? Let's see. Hopefully this Showdown Live looks better than the last as well, with using the whole screen as well. Okay, well, okay, my Raichu outsped his Talonflame, which makes me think that it had some bulk in it, but it didn't, because Thunderbolt knocked it out. So that was confusing. So this Tyranitar will probably protect here as he gets a burn on my Azumarill. So what I am going to do is, I mean, why am I saying that? If he protects, then I can Encore him next turn. So if he does protect, I've won the game, haven't I? Basically, if he does protect, I can Encore him. Yeah, I threaten him with the Aquajet, overthinking that a bit. So, and okay, I shouldn't be putting this game on my channel, should I? Really? What a terrible game. Early forfeits, so there's that. So let's get into the next game. Okay, funky Donkey Kong music playing in the background. Okay, so this team looks very interesting. I like the normal Rotom form, the original Ghost form. Alright, so this is looks like a team that has got some tricks up its sleeve. So let's play cautiously, but smartly, as we always should. So what should we do? Let's throw my Tyranitar and Aegislash out. Let's lead with these two. I'll hardly lead with them, but let's do that. And let's do that. And let's do that. So I'm not using Azumarill in this game, which is not very normal. Okay, so his Rotom might Will-O-Wisp here, which I might not appreciate. So even though this isn't a Pokemon, normal form Rotom that we see very often, you've always got to try and think about what these uncommonly seen Pokemon can do, and not just be thrown off by, oh look, it's a, whatever, it's a Relicanth or a Pidgeot or whatever, I don't know. So it could Will-O-Wisp. Maybe he will foresee the Wide Guard. I don't know. So I mean, this Rotom could do all kinds of things. It could have like a Scarf and Trick on it or something. But what I'll do is I'll Mega Evolve. There's no need to not Mega Evolve, and protect, and maybe get a +2 Shadow Ball on this Garchomp, which would be nice. So there's the Will-O-Wisp, and there's the Earthquake, and there's the +2, and hopefully this will knock it out. And there's the knockout. Okay, so that turn worked out quite nicely. So let's see what else he's got. The Mawile is obviously going to be a bit of a problem, but he puts his Gardevoir in, so don't know what his Gardevoir is going to do. I mean, he can't burn, or a Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast isn't going to do too much damage to my Talonflame. Obviously, he can predict to switch out, but I feel relatively comfortable doing this. He could burn my Aegislash as well, though. But I'm going to go for King Shield. Okay, so there's the Will-O-Wisp, and there's the Dazzling Gleam. That did quite a bit of damage, actually. This looks like Specs, which is quite painful. But I don't know how bulky this Rotom is. I don't know if a Flare Blitz will knock it out, because obviously I can just Wide Guard this Dazzling Gleam all day if it is Specs. But do I need my Talonflame? If he's got his Mawile, then I probably do need my Talonflame. But I have got my Amoonguss, so what I'm gonna do is Flare Blitz. I don't think this is gonna knock it out. I think it'll probably leave it sort of around here or something, in this kind of area. But I will Wide Guard, or it can switch out and let me get a free Flare Blitz. Alright, that must have been the Mega Gengar then. And it turns out he didn't bring his Mawile, so silly boy. So, see, I thought this game might be a little bit more threatening, but apparently not. He's probably going to Shadow Ball my Aegislash with his Rotom here, and Dazzling Gleam, because that's the only thing he can do. So what I'm going to do is, what am I going to do? Well, I think I've pretty much got the game, but I'm just trying to think of how to not lose the game, which is always a good idea. You know, you know, how many games with Pokemon you can just sort of take your foot off the accelerator and get lax and lose from a winning position. So let's make some moves, really. My Talonflame is going to get knocked out by its own recoil anyway, so there's not too much mileage in using Wide Guard, but I think these two can take these two on. I mean, it's not got goggles, has it? No, it was buffeted by the Sandstorm. I like how he puts the the timer on me. But yeah, let's just. I mean, that's not going to be too threatening. So let's just make some moves. I'll lose both of my Pokemon this turn, but I will be threatening him next turn. Okay, that discharge didn't knock my Aegislash out. I'm actually surprised how weak that Rotom is. But the Dazzling Gleam does. So yeah, there we go. Scrunch Rage Powder. Okay. So you know what I was saying about thinking things through? Yeah, I kind of didn't there, did I? So let's get into another game. Hopefully this next game will be quite nice. The first game was a bit of a flop, wasn't it? That second game, he has an interesting team that could have played out to be a nice game, but it was quite straightforward in the end. Let's see how this next game goes then. Let's see what they're going to have. See, it is quite interesting now because my team obviously is published. It will be on Nugget Bridge shortly as well. Good old Nugget Bridge. So people know what I'm using, and that means I have to first, when I'm on a simulator like this, try and work out if they know what my team is, and if they do play differently, I have to play very differently. But this team looks quite interesting. See, he's got two things that can learn Trick Room, but he hasn't really got too much that can take advantage of it, unless his Tyranitar is very slow, which you don't really see too much this format. But it's a potential. Obviously these two, the Garchomp is always threatening for this team, but I'm gonna, you know what, this can be Aegislash's video. I'm gonna use Aegislash again. I will bring, who will I bring? Who can partner Aegislash nicely in this game? I think let's go for Raichu. Why not? This is a peculiar lead. This little setup that we've got here, but hopefully it'll work out for me. See, I don't really see. This is a rare game where I don't see too much need for Talonflame. Normally Talonflame is such a vital member, but maybe not so much in this game. Is Amoonguss going to be big? Maybe. One of these three isn't going to be taken to the game. I'd like my Tyranitar, just because it's Tyranitar. And I like... who else do I like? I like Azumarill, because his own Tyranitar could maybe be a little bit problematic as well. So it looks like it's just got, see, yeah, opponents like to lead with double sort of spread attack move Pokemon against me, so Dazzling Gleam, Earthquake, potentially incoming. But his Aegislash, his Gardevoir rather, is threatened by my Aegislash, so I'm going to use Fake Out. I'm not going to use Wide Guard just yet, and I'm going to use Flash Cannon just in case he brings his Tyranitar in to resist the Shadow Ball. Well, he's not bringing anything in, so let's see what this God of War is going to do. Going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. Okay. We saw the Garchomp. Oh, that doesn't knock it out. Okay. We saw the Garchomp flinch before the Raichu, so there's no Scarf anywhere. But this God of War can be knocked out by Sandstorm. I'm going to Hidden Power, and I'm going to Wide Guard. He might Dragon Claw my Raichu. That's probably the best thing he can do, but nope, apparently not. He doesn't want to consider Wide Guard. So, you know, this is Aegislash's video. Aegislash, you are the man in this video, and he forfeited. So let's get one quick game just before we end, because that was a bit of an anticlimax. So, ooh, that's a very nice pair you've got there, and that's a very threatening Pokemon you've got there. This is probably the Mega. I doubt he's got 2 Megas. Lucario without a Mega Stone is still very good. It's still a very good Pokemon. Now he could, you know, offer me my own medicine and lead those 2. But I don't think he will. So I'm going to lead like this. And see, now, like I was saying in that last game, Talonflame is very important here. Talonflame is absolutely vital for this game. Because this Ferrothorn is a problem. So I'm going to take my Azumarill and I'm going to take my Aegislash. So this is the normal 4 that I take to games. Hopefully they'll bring out the win for me, and then we can celebrate with much joy. Okay, so he has actually brought his Ferrothorn out, so that is exactly why I brought my Talonflame, or led with it rather. See, if he did lead with his Raichu and Azumarill, maybe things might have been a bit stickier, but what can he bring in? He may bring in his Salamence to resist the Flare Blitz. He may protect his Charizard. But because... Oh, actually, I didn't bring my... what am I saying? I didn't bring my Tyranitar. Why didn't I bring my Tyranitar? What am I doing? I don't know. So this Charizard is maybe a little bit more problematic then. So I'm gonna hope this Charizard doesn't protect and double target it. Combination of these 2 should knock it out. If it is a Y, that is. I am assuming it's a Y. So yeah, the Salamence does come in. It is a Y, and he doesn't protect, and it doesn't knock it out. Let's see, is the Thunderbolt going to knock it out? No. Oh, it does knock it out. So, I didn't think that was going to knock it out there. Charizard are usually a bit bulkier than that, but apparently that one wasn't. So he has got his own Raichu, which doesn't really threaten me too much here. I don't know why you brought his Raichu. Raichu is... used just to support your own team. You want to support your own Pokemon, but how does it support Salamence? You know, how does it support Ferrothorn? You know, I can't Thunderbolt his Charizard, but if he brought his Raichu, he probably should have brought it in last turn. That's the thing, really. If you've got a Pokemon with Fake Out, you don't have to use Fake Out on the first turn, and people often assume or play like you have to, and you really don't. So Aegislash is quite strong now, so he doesn't use Fake Out himself. He goes for Encore. Okay, fair enough. So now his Salamence is threatened by my Hidden Power. It's not Scarfed, so his Ferrothorn probably is going to come in on the predicted Hidden Power Ice on that. Maybe his Raichu is sashed rather. I don't know. Well, he forfeits as well, so hopefully you've enjoyed these games. We've been going on for a while now, haven't we? We've had 20 minutes of battling. You know, it's just been some random games that I've played. We've climbed the ladder a little bit, actually, haven't we? We started off somewhere in the 1400s and we're there now, but whatever. So hopefully you've enjoyed this, guys. Feel free to, at your own will, of course, you know, press like and all of the various bits and pieces that you can do to support this. Up to you. Hope you've enjoyed it. Cheers guys for watching, and thank you and goodbye.